as you all know, Sheila left the village office, and we've been trying to shift around and make some changes. So we would like to tonight, Michelle Bourgeois and Janice Scott, to appoint them as deputy treasurer to work with Anthony, and Madison Mahoney, who's been working with us part-time, to be our new recreation director, and she's going to be deputy village clerk too. So we got everybody wearing a lot of hats. So if you want to explain anything more about it.
Yeah, so I think we'll talk a little bit more about it, or I can do it now in item number 10 under the budget transfers. But basically what we had done is taken the deputy treasurer's position, full-time position, shifted some of the tasks related to finance to Michelle and Janice. Heather and Lynn in the office also took on additional tasks. Lynn took on health insurance, and Heather water and sewer obligations. And then Janice is shifting into that other half. So basically that position was split in half. Janice took half, the other half was dispersed amongst the other ladies in the office. Then we had Janice's position empty per se. And so Madison's position will be Director of Parks and Recreation, which takes a little responsibility off my plate. And then she will take the tasks left by Janice. So Janice retained anything related to finance and treasury, and Madison will take on any of the public facing services, such as the parking permits and the garbage, bulk garbage, and anything that the public typically comes into the office for.
And basically, we are very blessed with the ladies in that office, because if somebody's out, everybody picks up, and they never drop the ball on anything. We're very, very fortunate to have the staff that we have. So I just want to say that. Does the board have any questions? So the changes are basically budget neutral. They don't affect our budget at all. So could I have a motion to make the appointments of Madison Mahoney as Director of Recreation and Deputy Village Clerk, and Michelle Bourgeois and Janice Scott as Deputy Treasurers?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is the approval of the minutes from our regular meeting on June 16th, 2025. Everyone has a copy. Does anyone have any corrections, additions, deletions? If not, could I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Make a motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next on the agenda is the police activity report. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is the fire department report for June of 2025. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
I'll make the motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next on the agenda is the approval of claims. Everyone has a copy. Anthony's very happy to answer any questions. I already got mine answered. If not, could I have a motion to pay the bills?
I had one quick one.
No.
On page 3, the road repair of DPW, 23,000. Was that at DPW?
Yeah,
It looks longer. Okay.
we did the whole
Yep.
parking lot.
I saw that. Yeah. Looks good.
So hopefully we won't have a pond there anymore. And they actually did some improvements too. They took some of the mill and fill and made a roadway into the
Where they dump the recycle, what do you call it?
The milling.
Leaves. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you'll see probably next month too is it's a little different than what we're typically used to. We paid Callahan directly for the asphalt because it's better pricing, and then Evolution we pay for the labor and supplies as far as equipment. So you'll see that split up. So that's a portion of the cost for the parking lot.
Okay.
but it was long overdue.
Oh yeah. I agree with you.
So could I have a motion to pay the bills?
Make the motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is the submittal of the monthly report by the treasurer. Everyone has a copy. As I said, Anthony's always eager to answer. If not, could I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
Make a motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of budget transfers for the 2025-2026 budget, everyone has a copy. Anthony or Maggie, I don't know who, you kind of just explained it all.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Anthony provided a very detailed, document here on how the, salaries have been shifted in the budget. Basically, for the most part, it's budget neutral. There was actually a small savings to water and sewer budget. But in shifting a little bit of Michelle's allocations to IDA, we were able to stay within the confines of what was approved for this year's budget.
Anyone have any questions? If not, could I have a motion to make the budget transfers?
Make a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of the monthly report of the Parking Violations Bureau for June of 2025. Everyone has a copy. Could I have a motion to accept?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of authorizing the mayor to sign the renewal contract with Albany County for the Albany County Sheriff's Office Stop DWI program for 2025. This is an annual thing. We do it every year, and they usually have a couple of details, and then the Sheriff's Department reimburses us for it. So it's a good thing. Does anyone have any questions? If not, could I have a motion to authorize me to sign the renewal?
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Next is consideration of authorizing the mayor to sign a statement of intent form for the annual renewal of our Stormwater Coalition of Albany County membership. You're on, Mag.
Yeah, the Stormwater Coalition, as everyone knows, keeps us in regulatory compliance with our stormwater, our MS4 permit, so it's certainly worth our membership. They do a great job. We have quarterly board of directors meetings, and we have monthly workshops, and again, the main purpose is to keep us in compliance, as the permit is extremely detailed, extremely cumbersome. It's almost, you know, I don't know if we could survive without it.
We couldn't do it alone.
So, there is a slight increase. It's up $426 from last year, but I will say they try very hard to keep the numbers as conservative as they can. But we do get our money's worth as far as the resources available to us.
Now, the person who's coming in Friday to talk to the kids up at the park is part of that.
Yes, so Friday we have an event at the Hudson River Park. Gabby Krupa, who is the executive director of the coalition, is coming to Green Island. She's gonna do some public education, some youth-based education activities so that the kids learn about keeping the waterways clean and things of that nature. So we're happy that Gabby is coming to join us on Friday. You're welcome to join us noontime at the River Park. But things like that give us credits or points towards our annual permit requirements for public education.
Any questions? If not, could I have a motion to authorize me to sign the statement of intent form?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. We don't have any GIPA or DPW reports. Do we have any other business? No? I don't know if you've noticed, Chief Cini comes every month to our meetings, but he had some good news with some radios that came in, and I just wanted him to say a couple words about it.
I just wanted to thank everybody. Our radios that we had were at service life ending. We can't get parts for them anymore or anything like that. The radios we had they would get wet. We couldn't speak on them or anything like that. They were meant for police, and so they weren't meant to get wet and stuff like that. Had to be all pretty. But these are made for fire service. They actually can get wet. You could probably drive a nail with this and still use it. But I can't thank you guys enough. My voice is getting old. My voice isn't as good as it was. I don't have to yell anymore, but I appreciate it very much. It's very, very greatly appreciated.
Chief, we appreciate everything you do and your men, so thank you.
Second that.
Do you want to say something about the presentation for the traffic
Well,
concept?
thank you.
Yeah, so I was hoping before we had the agendas out to provide the link tonight, but I will email out the link and we'll put it on our social media pages, but we're at the point now where, the Capital District Transportation Council will be presenting the draft concepts for, the grant that we've been working on, which is to improve safety for pedestrians, cyclists, and motorists, and it basically, the subject areas from this water plant south to the, city of Waterville border. So that will be a virtual meeting. They'll be combining Green Island and Waterville together because our corridors match up. So we'll have that out. That is going to be Tuesday, I think it's a Tuesday, August 5th, 5:30 to 7 via Zoom. If you're interested, please hop on. They'll also provide you information where if you just want to send some feedback, you're more than welcome to do that, and that will go directly to the engineers working on the project.
And I also just want to mention, we were out today with an engineer from Albany County, determining exactly where the placement for the signs, the stop signs that we're gonna have at, Bleecker Street and Cannon Street on not Cannon Street, Clinton Street on, George Street. I think these are gonna be very good. It's the traffic that's going through, the zooming down the street it's gonna stop it. It's gonna make it a lot safer for everybody to get out those corners, but especially at Clinton Street for the police and the fire and emergency. And the chief will tell you, it's a little difficult sometimes, even with the lights and the sirens. People don't wanna give you an inch. So hopefully, we're gonna get those in soon. Tony went and Maggie.
Yes,
went
Tony's
around.
hoping to have, Jose's gonna come over and dig the hole for the post for us. He's hoping that could happen as early as Thursday of this week, and then we'll make sure, he's gonna give me a couple days' notice, we'll put out alerts. We have some posters that will be circulating on our Facebook page, please share them. It will take some adjustment time, so please go slow, and don't assume anyone's stopping, and, you know, it's gonna take some time, but, we will get the word out, as many times in the best ways we can.
But they are gonna mark them that they are four-way stops too,
Yes.
so everybody knows everybody has to stop. So it, like Mag said, it's gonna, I think outside my house, they'll be hearing a lot of
Screeching, yeah.
But it really, just when they come over Tibbetts Avenue, by the time they get one block down, they're going 40 miles an hour. And when you have school traffic trying to get out up there, it's taking your life in your hands, so I think it's gonna be a very good thing.
Maggie, what did you say they would be ready to be put up?
They could be, they're hoping today, this is tentative, as early as Thursday, digging the post. The signs are in, so we just have to have Cohoes come over, they dig for so we can set the post. And then they could be ready to go as early as Friday, if not at the very least on Monday.
Will they be putting in the past, they put flags on the stop.
These are
Well,
gonna
these
be
have
blinking.
lights. They're gonna
These
have
are lights.
flashing lights.
Yeah, flashing lights.
Because a lot of times, people are so accustomed to
Yeah.
it that they
Yes.
don't see it.
Well, we had that problem down at the ramp on going onto the Green Island Bridge, and once we put the flags on there, it was a lot better, but we really, because there's never been stop signs in these places on George Street, that's always been other than Arch Street,
Like
it's always been a
the
street.
yield sign at the bridge, people weren't, they're so
Yeah.
accustomed to that yield signs that we put a stop sign
Yeah.
there. And then all of a sudden, I still see people not accustomed to it. but
Yeah,
Yeah, no, these are solar operated with battery backup, and they'll be,
Good.
they ought to be good, they were $9,000, so,
They were nine,
Each?
right, they were
Yeah.
$9,000 for 4 of them?
yeah,
Is that what I read?
Oh.
so.
I get my solar lights at the dollar store, so.
exactly.
So if we don't have anything else,
I had one question, just a random thing. How are the ROPs going? Are
good,
people-
they're pretty busy with them.
They're getting accustomed to it. So
Yeah.
we're still, entertaining the ones with change in tenancy. But the leverage we have there is the power. So it's very beneficial because the girls in the office will not turn their power on, without an ROP. So that's the leverage we have. We do, I don't recall off the top, we've done hundreds at this point.
Yeah.
Then we have to get into the routine of just doing the once every 3 years for the units that are not, there has been no change in tenancy. So we're still just working on the change in tenancy ones, but it's going very well and they're getting accustomed to it, especially with the landlords that have multiple units.
Yeah.
They're in a routine now, which is good. And those are the ones that typically have a lot of turnover.
I see people like moving out and somebody coming right in, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, are they keeping up with it, you know?
Yeah.
But that power.
Yeah, they won't get any
that's
power if they
ideal.
don't, so.
The power is our leverage there.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Anything else? If not, our next meeting is Monday, August 18th. Could I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? And it's carried. Thank you very much, everybody.
Yeah, but Leo,
You as well.
we always-
Thanks, Bear.